listen, okay, I knew Tupac's name was Parrish Listen Crooks, but I didn't know how he come to that name, or his mom came to that name.
Yeah.
Can you break it down to us?
Yeah, it's kind of funny. So, all right, well, Parrish Listen Crooks. Crooks was Afeni's girlfriend's last name, CAROL CROOKS. And CAROL CROOKS, she met in the Women's House of Detention in New York City. And Crooks, she was known as Crooksy, was this kind of gangbanger in New York City, like a tough woman and gay. And she was Tupac's sort of friend / lover in prison and then after prison. So when Afeni gave birth to Tupac, there were two other people there with her. There was CAROL CROOKS and there was her sister Glow. Lassane was her sister Glow's last name, her married last name, Lassane. Paris was an actress who is a anti-Vietnam War activist. So is Paris Lassane Crooks, then Lassane Paris Crooks. Then she wanted to give the name, the name was basically a stand-in name. Mm-hmm. She wanted to give the baby a name with meaning. And I always think it's interesting. She had a friend who is a white woman, a Brooklyn College professor, who is a Black Panther sympathizer. And she told Afeni about the history of Tupac Shakur. There are two of them, revolutionaries in the world of Spanish colonization. Both Tupac Shakurs were killed. Both of them had their arms and legs tied to horses and taken apart, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, there's this woman, Karen, actually oddly named Karen, who told Afeni about the legend of Tupac Shakur. So that's how she wound up with the name Tupac Shakur.
Okay, cool.
That's pretty wild. Yeah. I didn't realize Afeni was, involved with a woman in prison. So that's that's definitely
because when you read in the essay, when you read about that, they left that part out.
Yeah.
I mean,
I didn't leave it out. It's in there.
Not you.
Previous books.
Like
there are a lot of things they leave out, and I just want to say, it doesn't make me mad at all. Like, if you're the estate, like the last book, the Stacey Robinson book, she wrote that as part of the estate, the Shakur estate. Not to sound mean, I don't mean it that way, but like, they are a business. Their business is to keep the Tupac Shakur kind of legacy, but also mythology alive. And I don't think part of the mythology is Afeni Shakur was bi.
Right.
Now, personally, who cares?
Right.
Like, I don't know why anyone would care. Why is that bad at all? But it doesn't really fit in with the legacy or something.
Yeah. Okay. So speaking of the estate, give me 1 second. I have a question. There was a list in Forbes about 10 highest dead earning celebrity, and Tupac is not in it. And I'm like, he should have been in it. Do you think the estate or whoever's handling his things are mismanaging the money?
The estate? Do I think they're mismanaging the money?
Yeah.
I don't know. I actually don't know. I do know. I mean, the thing I can tell you is, I think there are mixed feelings about, and I'm not even saying I don't really know how I feel about it. I think it's interesting how you can go to a Target or a Walmart and buy like a $9 Tupac shirt, and it's a pretty shitty shirt, and it's made on some crappy material, and it almost certainly was made in some sweatshop in a country that shouldn't be made. And that's all state driven, right? And on the one hand, it's kind of like, what? So millions of people know who Tupac is because they go to Target and they buy a shirt, and that's kind of cool, right? Like, there's some kid in elementary school wearing a Tupac shirt who would otherwise have never known who he is. On the other hand, it's a cheap $8 shirt made at Target that was made in a sweatshop with Tupac on it. I don't know how you feel about that. So the estate has this kind of like, there's some people who think the estate's doing a great job. The other people think the estate is kind of milking him for every nickel they can. I don't really have an opinion either way.
Okay.
Yeah, cool, that's true. Cool, I didn't think about it that way, but that's, it doesn't really align with his value system. Yeah.
But maybe, I asked a lot of people about that, and I have to say, I thought initially everyone would be like, the estate. But a lot of people said to me, what he wanted more than anything was to be famous. Mm. And if that's the case, if that's one of your driving principles, I mean, what's a better way to get famous than have millions of your shirts sold in Target and Walmart across the world?
I mean, he's very famous.
Oh, yeah, for sure.